Once upon a time, there was a man named Victor who lived a peaceful life with his wife, Lydia. They had been married for nearly a decade, and Victor believed their relationship was built on trust and love. However, life has a way of hiding secrets, and Victor was about to discover a betrayal that would change his life forever. One day, Victor noticed that Lydia had been acting distant. She spent more time on her phone, frequently made excuses to leave the house, and seemed to lose interest in their life together. Initially dismissing these changes as stress or fatigue, Victor tried to ignore his growing unease. But as time passed, his suspicions deepened. The signs were too clear to ignore. Victor decided to investigate further. He didn't want to believe the worst, but he couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Quietly, he began digging into Lydia's activities, tracking her movements and checking her messages when she wasn't around. What he found shattered him. Lydia was having an affair with a man named Ian, someone she had met at work. The messages were explicit, the plans were detailed, and the betrayal was undeniable. But the worst was yet to come. As Victor delved deeper, he uncovered a sinister plan. Lydia and Ian weren't just having an affair, they were plotting to ruin him. Ian, an ambitious and unscrupulous man, had convinced Lydia to help him frame Victor for embezzlement at the company where he worked. Their plan was to siphon off funds, plant evidence, and leave Victor to take the fall. If they succeeded, Victor would lose everything: his job, his reputation, and possibly his freedom. Instead of confronting Lydia immediately, Victor played along. He pretended to be oblivious while meticulously documenting their communications and collecting evidence of their affair and their plot. He knew that to get true revenge, he had to be patient, precise, and ruthless. Over the next few weeks, Victor quietly built a case against them. He gathered every text, every email, and every shady transaction. To ensure that nothing could be traced back to him, he enlisted the help of a trusted friend who was an expert in cybersecurity. Together, they set up a trap that would expose Lydia and Ian's treachery in the most devastating way possible. When the time was right, Victor executed his plan. He anonymously leaked the evidence of their embezzlement to the company's board of directors, ensuring that Ian would be caught red-handed. The scandal broke out, and Ian was immediately fired, his career in ruins. But Victor wasn't done yet. With the affair now public knowledge, he served Lydia with divorce papers. However, he didn't stop at just ending the marriage. Using the evidence of her involvement in the embezzlement scheme, Victor ensured that Lydia would be left with nothing. She was fired from her job, her reputation was destroyed, and she was left alone, betrayed by the very man she had cheated with. The final stroke of revenge. Victor made sure that both Lydia and Ian were prosecuted for their crimes. The trial was swift, and they were both found guilty. Ian ended up in prison, while Lydia was left with nothing but regret and a shattered life. Victor, on the other hand, emerged from the ordeal stronger and wiser. He had lost a wife, but gained something far more valuable: his self-respect and the satisfaction of knowing that justice had been served. In the end, Victor moved on, finding peace in the knowledge that those who had wronged him had paid the ultimate price. While Lydia and Ian faced the consequences of their actions, Victor built a new life for himself, free from the shadows of betrayal. His revenge was complete, and in the end he walked away, leaving behind the ruins of a life he no longer needed, ready to start anew.